Caribbean soup of the day. Soup is a lot like family. Each ingredient enhances the others. Each batch has its own characteristics, and it needs time to simmer to reach its full potential. Marge Kennedy. People have been eating soup for over 8,000 years, hot, cold, thick, thin, as it's savory or it's sweet. Personally, I have found hot, thick soup to be the best food for the nourishment, revival and cure for any exhausted, overworked soul, and no other more hearty soup exists than the traditional and treasured pottage of split peas, meat, provisions and seasonings boiled in fresh coconut milk. The Caribbean soup of the day, known as Sancoche. Soup serves well during recessions, and this Caribbean soup has been around since the 1700s and thereafter been served as plantation food. Sancoche uplifts spirits with its unique blend of ingredients, and whilst no two pots are ever alike, each pot claims its own calming, soothing yet sustaining and tonic effect. A huge pot of this nutritional soup can feed 30 people and costs anywhere between $10 and $40 American depending on the type of soup one chooses to concoct based on availability and choice of meats and provisions. Any pea-based soup makes for an economically savvy pot, and the diversity in recipes for Sancoche varies throughout the Caribbean. Sancoche basically comprises 1, 2 or 3 meats, from corned beef to oxtail to pigtail to cubed boneless beef to smoked ham bone to salt beef to simply chicken. As little as 4 or as many as 10 root provisions, which in the Caribbean are referred to as blue food, with its medicinal value and high concentration of root minerals, and loads of fresh seasonings, all together boiling in fresh coconut milk. Rest assured, on any given Saturday in Trinidad and Tobago, mixed aromas of cilantro, pimentos and pigtail permeate the island, as almost every household is busy preparing a healthy pot of Sancoche to feed the family. Here is one of the many recipes for Sancoche. Ingredients required for Step 1. -2 ounces butter, -2 ounces sugar, half pound pigtail cut out fat, half pound oxtail cut out fat, half pound boneless beef cube, half hot pepper, no seeds, -2 stems celery, -2 stems chives, -2 cilantro leaves, -6 Spanish peppers, -6 cloves peeled garlic, -1 teaspoon fresh thyme, -1 teaspoon salt, -1 teaspoon black pepper, -8 dashing bush leaves chopped finely, quarter pound pumpkin dice, -1 carrot dice, -1 pound dried split peas, -10 cups water. Ingredients required for Step 2. Half pound of each provision. DASHEENDDOESYAMCASSADASWEET potatoes, GREN fig, PLANDANBREADFRUITTANYATUMPKIN okras and corn on the cob optional. Clean and dice. Seasonings, -6 cloves, -6 pimentos, -6 leaves cilantro flash chopped any, -1 bunch chives, -1 bunch dark green celery, -2 teaspoons salt, -1 teaspoon black pepper. Stir fry seasoning with -4 ounces butter, coconut milk, -1 whole dried coconut. Ingredients required for Step 3. Make dumplings and add to soup. -3 cups flour, -4 ounces coconut milk, -4 ounces water, -1 ounce butter. Step 1. Heat 2 ounces of sugar with 2 ounces butter in a pressure cooker for 3 minutes to make a browning, and add meats with the seasonings mentioned in Step 1. Stir fry for 5 minutes, then add split peas, dashing bush, carrot and pumpkin, water and close pressure cooker. Cook on high heat. When all the rings rise, turn off stove. This takes 10 minutes, but do not open the pressure cooker until all the rings have gone down. 45 minutes to completion. Step 2. While waiting for pressure cooker to open, peel and cube 2 all provisions, clean and dice all seasonings. Cut and blend fresh coconut with 2 cups water. Strain. Put aside 4 ounces coconut milk for dumplings. Fry butter with all seasonings in a 20-inch soup pot for 5 minutes, and then add provisions and 1½ cups coconut milk along with everything from the pressure cooker to soup pot. Bring to boil. Step 3. While waiting for pot to come to boil 10 minutes, make dumplings. Mix flour with water, butter and coconut milk and cut into ½ dumplings. Add dumplings to pot when soup is bubbling and turn off stove another after 10 minutes. Voila, bon appétit! And noteworthy here with regards to soup etiquette, do not slurp one's soup except when in China, and tip the bowl away from one's body to enjoy soup to the end, except when in France. Tip bowl toward one's body. By Simone G. Lapis. Simone G. Lapis was born and bred in the Caribbean island of Trinidad and Tobago. At the age of 16 she went to England to further her education. 2 years later she returned to her homeland to manage one of her father's businesses. By age 19 she fell in love and married by age 21. By 31 she had 5 children. She has enjoyed writing poetry since the age of 6 and has 3 published poems. Now at 41 she spends her free time writing. She has a collection of 60 historical and Caribbean soup of the day. Soup is a lot like family. Each ingredient enhances the others. Each batch has its own characteristics, and it needs time to simmer to reach its full potential. Marge Kennedy. People have been eating soup for over 8,000 years. Hot,